Good evening and welcome to this special broadcast from the Tribune Network. We're coming to you live from the Tribune newsroom. The big story we are discussing right now, at this moment, the big story which was broken today morning, the disengagement of the troops along the line of control in Ladakh region. I'm joined by my senior colleague, Mr. Ajay Banerjee from our New Delhi bureau. Ajay is handling the defense beat for the Tribune. Ajay, first bring us up to speed with what has happened at the LAC since last 24 hours.
Yesterday our National Security Advisor Mr. Ajit Doval spoke to the Chinese Foreign Minister Mr. Wang Yi, and the two sides spoke about taking this engagement forward. And this morning we have been told by the military that some kind of disengagement has taken place at Galwan. Galwan, as we all know, there was a clash on June 15th and 16th. 20 of our soldiers died and an unspecified number of Chinese troops also were killed in the clash. There has been some movement backwards. There was a talk on the meetings between the Lieutenant General level commanders that there has to be a buffer zone of around 3 kilometers between the troops on two sides. That has been partially met at Galwan, but still there is not that kind of progress at Gogra Hot Springs or at Pangong So. Rohit?
Right. And also what changed? In fact, in the last 1 week or so, especially after the clashes happened, there was not much of a moment. The Chinese not willing to disengage. Now, what happened in the last maybe a day or two? Is it a fallout of the repeated meetings between the two sides, or was there some kind of a meeting of the special representatives? Can you throw some light on that?
Rohit, first for our listeners, the word disengagement is still not being used because the point is disengagement means for us a graded step process. The first step will be verified after 72 hours, that is Wednesday, 2 days from now. And what has actually happened? Have they gone back to the 1.5 kilometer buffer zone on their side? And we have come back 1.5 kilometers, that means 3 kilometers together, the segregation is 3 kilometers. That is the first step. The second step is withdrawal of the heavy equipment, troops, guns, artillery, tanks, rockets, which are very deadly equipment on both sides, standing almost, say, 20 kilometers of each other with thousands of troops standing on each side. It could be a deadly combination anytime. The trigger fuse is shot on both sides, the mount. And the first, we are going for stepwise disengagement, as I told you. This is the first step, building it. Second will be withdrawal of troops. And third, what we are talking about is restoration of patrolling points to the Indian side. That is, we go to the disputed areas along the LAC, which the Chinese have stopped since April. Rohit?
Right. And also, Ajay, given what we have witnessed in the past, the Chinese going back on their word. In fact, even earlier also there were reports that they had decided to go back to their original position, but that didn't happen. There was a bloody clash in the Galwan Valley. Now, how upbeat, how hopeful are the Indian officials on this side, the army officials, that the Chinese will stick to the whatever sort of arrangement they have made in the last 24 hours?
Well, at the moment, everybody is skeptical. Everybody is saying wait and watch, because this thing happened after the meeting on the 22nd of June also, that some movement was there and the Chinese returned back. This happened earlier in the first week of June also. And this happened, and the clash actually on 15th of June happened because of this thing. Only the Chinese agreed to withdraw or disengage and go back to a certain distance from the LAC, but they did not go back, and the clash happened on 15th June because of this reason only. Now, why are we going, I say step by step and cautiously, is because this is a very tense atmosphere. The most tense in the past 53 years since the clash at Nathula in 1967. There are thousands of troops fully armed, and they are within rifle shot range of each other. By rifle shot range, I must explain to the listeners and viewers is the following, that both the troops on both sides carry automatic weapons and their range is around 1.5 to 2 kilometers. And the troops are standing barely 600 meters to 700 meters of each other. So any false alarm could also trigger a major catastrophe and a further skirmish between the two nuclear armed neighbors. That is the basic tension. Rohit?
Ajay, now tell us what next? I mean, are we going to have some more rounds of talks between the two sides? What next, essentially?
See, Rohit, what happens is now onwards, how do you demarcate from the ground where the troops were? Have they gone back or no? The system of verifying the lines where the troops are on both sides, as I told you earlier in the program, that there has to be a buffer zone of 3 kilometers between the troops on each side. And this buffer zone is needed because, as I am saying, because the troops are carrying automatic weapons and they are within firing range of each other. Now, on ground, there has to be talks between the brigadiers at ground, which will verify what has actually happened. Have they gone back? And at the next level, that is the major general level, at a wider perspective, and again at the lieutenant general level, and maybe even a senior level, to actually validate that everything has gone back from their side and also on our side. It's not just they have to withdraw, even we have to withdraw. Our number of troops is far greater than the moment, man to man. And the number of weapons, heavy equipment, artillery guns, tanks, rockets, and all kinds of latest modern gadgetry and weaponry is located along the LAC. This is a 826-kilometer long LAC in Ladakh, and at the moment it is like a war zone. That to withdraw, disengage, de-escalate is the task on ground. That is why more meetings will be needed, Rohit.
Well, thank you, Ajay, so much. In fact, a tense situation at the line of actual control. Though in the last 24 hours, there has been some kind of movement, both sides apparently trying to de-escalate. Now, it remains to be seen where do we head here, from here next. Remember, both sides, nuclear-armed states, they are engaged in a tough standoff at the line of control. Now, it remains to be seen how things unfold in the next few days or maybe weeks or months. That's all we have for you on this special broadcast. You can continue to log on to our website, tribunemedia.com, and also follow us on our other social media platforms like Twitter and Facebook. Meanwhile, thanks for watching.